Hi, Caroline.
How are we?
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. We're bumping along.
Right, to send Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to Pakistan at this point, given that there had been questions about the sincerity of Iran engaging in talks. Does this indicate that you have a better understanding of who's in charge, kind of which faction is leading that country?
Well, look, as you know, and I spoke about it earlier this week, the president was flexible in granting an extension of the ceasefire throughout this time. The president has decided to dispatch Special Envoy Witkoff and Jared Kushner back to Islamabad. The Iranians want to talk. They want to talk in person. And so the president is, as I've said many, many times to all of you, always willing to give diplomacy a chance. So Steve and Jared will be heading to Pakistan tomorrow to hear the Iranians out. We hope progress will be made, and we hope that positive developments will come from this meeting, and we will see. And the president, the vice president, the secretary of state will be waiting here in the United States for updates, and the vice president, I understand, is on standby and will be willing to dispatch to Pakistan if we feel it's a necessary use of his time. Go ahead, Kristen.
The first one on Iran. With this group going, does that mean that you have gotten, the United States has gotten any kind of unified proposal from Iran, or are they going over there without any proposal from Iran?
We've certainly seen some progress from the Iranian side in the last couple of days. Again, the president has made the decision to send Steve and Jared to hear the Iranians out. And so we'll see what they have to say this weekend.
Second question on Kash Patel. Does the president still have full confidence in Kash Patel to lead the FBI?
The president does still have confidence in the FBI director and in our law and order team to do what they've been doing so well over the course of the last year and a half. If you know, Kristen, and I wish more people would cover it, the crime rates in this country have completely plummeted. We're at a 125-year low in murder rates across this country. You look at what's happened in Washington, D.C., new numbers released. Murders are down nearly 60% in our nation's capital, which is something I know as all of us live here, we can be very grateful for. So the president is grateful for the efforts of the great men and women of the FBI who are help making this happen. Karen, go ahead.
Ending the probe
Sure.
to Jerome Powell. Did the president sign off on that? What was his involvement, and why now after ratcheting up the rhetoric around that earlier this week?
As you saw, Judge Jeanine Pirro, or former Judge Jeanine, U.S. Attorney Jeanine now, put out a statement saying that the case is not necessarily dropped. It's just being moved over to the Inspector General, who has critical tools at their disposal to continue to look into the financial mismanagement at the Fed. This has obviously been a priority for the president. If you drive by the Fed building, the president has a point. This is a project that's been going on for a very long time. It's costing taxpayers billions of dollars, and I think it's in the best interest of the taxpayer to get to the bottom of it. So the investigation still continues. It's just under a different authority, and that's what you'll continue to see.
And was the White House in touch with Senator Tillis over this, specifically given his objections?
Not to my knowledge. I don't know if the White House Legislative Affairs shop was in touch with the senator, but as we've always maintained, Senator Tillis should do the right thing and move to confirm Kevin Warsh as speedily as possible. He is a phenomenal candidate to lead the Fed, and we shouldn't be holding our nation's economy hostage because of a disagreement with the Department of Justice. Go ahead, Benny.
Can you share with us what led to this reclassification of the marijuana that the president just did the other day? There's a lot of stuff on social media, like a lot of GOP isn't supportive of this, but I was just wondering if you could share kind of the process of what was behind this.
Sure. Well, as always, the president hears from a number of people, both inside and outside the administration, and frankly, the American people. If you do look at the public polling on this issue, it is overwhelmingly popular with the vast majority of Americans. And the rescheduling will lead to more research into cannabis as a drug, especially for those who need it for medical treatment. And so the president was willing to take this step to do that at the behest of the American public, who largely support it, and many of his health advisors on his team who he spoke with about it, as you saw them in the Oval Office yesterday discussing it.
Caroline, looking at the president, I'm still looking at having the president of Lebanon and Netanyahu come here to meet at the Oval Office. And secondarily, is the president looking forward to the WHCA dinner tournament?
Yes, so we did have representatives from both Israel and Lebanon here. There was another extension of that ceasefire, which is another win for the world, for the United States, and again is evidence of President Trump and his team doing a tremendous job at negotiating for peace all across the globe. So we're very grateful to both Israel Israel and Lebanon for choosing to work together and continuing these conversations. And we hope that there will be a day where we welcome the leaders of both countries. And yes, as for tomorrow night, I hope that we will see all of you there. I know the president is very much looking forward to it. I think it's quite fitting that in our nation's 250th year, the most transparent and accessible president will be attending the White House Correspondents' Center for the first time. And his speech will be very entertaining. That is what I will tell you. So everyone should tune in. And then finally, on a personal matter, this will likely be my last gaggle for some time. As you can see, I'm about ready to have a baby any minute. So I will see you guys very soon. I know you'll be in very good hands with my team here at the White House. And I know all of you have the president's phone number personally. So I have no doubt that you'll have a shortage of statements and news from this building while I'm gone. So we'll see you guys this weekend. Thank you.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.